What's going on, my friends, my buddies, and my guys? It's me, Andy Marsh. I'm back. I haven't put out a video in a while, but I've spent some time away from the game, and that's always a good thing. In fact, I've been on vacation, as you can see right here. So, vacation is away from the game, away from where I live, just to go visit family. That's all a good thing, But of course, even while I was away, I still made time to do my duties as a member of my team. And because of this new team reset, I only got another 83. I think I got that last week as well. So, I didn't put out a Team War video this week. So I'm just giving you the highlights in picture form. So yeah, I got an 83. Not great. But, I did my best. I did practice and, I tried my hardest. But as many of you probably know, the new legendary team system is much more competitive. So, yeah, that's fine. But fortunately, the team did get first place. And, hey, that's a good thing. And so even though I didn't do great, our team did well. And we beat a few really good teams. So that's a good thing. But then I got my pack and I didn't get a legendary, and that really stinks. So, no big deal, but it is what it is. Maybe next week. All right, so here we are in today's video. We are not doing any gameplay today. We're not even going to play the game today. I mean, I already have played a bit today, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the top 5 changes that I'd like to see come to the game. Now, this is mainly card changes. This is not anything with the systematic changes of the game. These are just top 5 card changes that I'd like to see. So let's go ahead and begin with number 5. Number 5, Infiltrator Kevin. This is a pretty easy one and really is not asking for a lot. As you can see, Kevin's projectiles deal additional damage against frozen or stunned units. The only thing I'm asking for this card is let's update the card stats to include what the heck this additional damage is. Like what are they hiding from us? So I would like to just see that published, right there in that slot, that empty slot where you could put a lot of information. So I would just like to see it published. That's an easy one. I want to see what happens. I want to see how it scales. And, how I can expect to actually use him. So that's an easy one. That's number 5. Let's go ahead and go to number 4. Starvin Marvin. So this is a card that needs some serious love. I've really never seen him in Legendary Arena. Maybe once every 3 months, something like that. He's definitely not used in ladder, and I think that there is like a small change that could be made to make him way more viable. So I propose that we increase his movement speed and give Marv the Mimsy treatment. So I'm not talking about attack speed. I'm not talking about changing health or attack. I'm just talking about from when you spawn him, how quickly he moves to the new kid, and then let him do his thing. I think he just moves too slowly to where your opponent can just prepare for it and deal with it really quickly before he even gets like one hit in, So I think giving him the Mimsy treatment would be very fair and to make him a little bit more playable. All right, number 3, PC Principle. Now, PC Principle, this was my first level 6 rare, and I was really excited to use him, and I did use him around that time, but he's not really used that much anymore. I mean, he attacks too slowly, and his pushes can be a bit of a problem, especially if you're dealing with stand and many moons. You're throwing out PC Principle and your opponent has stand and many moons, and then all of a sudden he pushes him back all the way to the other side of the board, and then he gets another 1 or 2 uses of his special ability. That could definitely be problematic. But I do think that PC Principle has a little bit of hope. I think he needs AoE damage, okay? I think he needs a cone attack, just like Manbear Pig and Super Craig. I think that would be really great for him. You know, his attack is so slow, so I think that a good push of area damage in a cone shape right in front of him would help out a lot. And in essence, I kind of want to see PC Principal sort of scatter the opponents in front of him, kind of like push him out of the way so he can make a beeline for the new kid or something. I think that would be kind of cool if just like his cone attack kind of pushes everyone out and away. You know, anyone that's kind of caught in the cone just gets pushed out in their trajectory. I think that would be a kind of a fun way to improve PC Principal and make him a little bit more viable in the meta. All right, let's move on to number 2. Clyde. Now, you'll notice that I just say Clyde and I have a picture of Hookhand Clyde. There's a reason for that. And here's a situation that we've all encountered, okay? Your opponent has, I don't know, Mintberry Crunch or Bounty Hunter Kyle, and they're being a nuisance. So you pull out your Hookhand Clyde, he winds up and throws it, and then you watch the parrot just skip all over all them and hit the new kid. It's annoying, it's terrible, and it's like he's so hit or miss, literally. So what I propose is remove the new kid as a target, okay? Give him the President Garrison treatment. I think that Hookhand Clyde would be more useful because that damage that his parrot does is so substantial. And if we remove the new kid as an option, I think that would make it way more useful. But I understand that it'll remove that chip damage. But honestly, I think that's something I'm willing to deal with. Now, we could do that, or the other option is add new kid targeting options for all the other Clydes, because this is where they differ, right? So Dwarf King Clyde, he could have a new kid option. Alien Clyde, new kid option. Hercules Clyde, new kid option. I think that that would make all the Clydes a little bit more balanced in that they all have a similar ability. You know, they all have war cries, and I would love to see Dwarf King Clyde, you know, run towards the new kid and do, you know, half the damage that he normally does to one of the opponent cards. And same thing with like Alien Clyde, like his war cry shoots poison at a random enemy. Why can't that be new kid and sort of have it a little bit more potent than like Marine Craig? And then the same thing with Hercules Clyde. I would love to see him, you know, run at the new kid because he hits the nearest enemy, right? So imagine him having the new kid as a target and then, you know, disabling spells for your opponent for a certain amount of time. I think these will all be interesting options to add. And like, I understand that Hookhand is an epic, whereas these ones are rares and a common. But I still think that you could scale the new kid targeting option appropriately to make it fair, right? Okay, so that's my number 2, Clyde. And my number one change that I'd like to see is with Shaman Token and Purify. Now, anyone that watches my videos knows that I think Shaman Token is a bit underrated, but I have one huge gripe with his ability along with Purify's ability. And this is the number 1 change I'd like to see come to the game. When removing DSR effect, double the current health to equal the percentage of regained max health. That is a confusing sentence. I have tried to reword it as many times as I can, but let me just explain. So Dragon Slayer Red, her ability is to have the health of anyone caught in her cone, right? Well, as soon as you use Shaman Token to Purify, all that health is gone. You just all of a sudden regain your max health range. You don't get any health back, so it's completely useless. Like, what is it even fixing? It's not like, what was the point of removing that effect when they did all these changes to Purify and Shaman Token if you're not even going to get any health back? So I think it should be, you know, if Dragon Slayer is used on one of your cards, and then, you know, your opponent's cards kind of add additional damage. Well, I want to use Purify, and then if I have like 50% of my new max health, I want to have 50% of my total health after I use these cards, because that to me would be fair. Because what is the point of getting back this max health range unless I'm running regen or Hallelujah? So I think that that would be fair to just add back the health that has been taken away as a percentage, you know, because that's the thing. Like, if DSR's ability is halving, it's not like a certain damage amount, it's halving. So then if I get rid of that, I should be doubling in order to make it fair. So that is what I'd like to see in this game. I mean, there are many other options that we can, you know, all discuss, and you know, some of you might really disagree with what I'm saying, and I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if these would be a good idea. Let me know if these are a terrible idea, and let me know why. But if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, give the channel a subscribe. I will be posting more content now that I'm getting back in the swing of things. I appreciate you so much for watching. Check out one of my other videos, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye.